In 2020, the tech industry is abuzz with buzzwords like AI. But if you aspire to work in data science, the most important technology you need to learn might just be a language that's almost 50 years old. SQL, you could pronounce it either SQL or SQL by the way, is what's called a query language, and it dates back to the 1970s. In the context of data analysis, SQL is used to query a database, quickly filtering and returning only the results you're looking for based on the parameters you include in your query. And even though it's old, if you want to work in data science, you really need to learn SQL. Here are 3 reasons why. First, SQL is everywhere. Uber, Netflix, Instagram, Airbnb, Microsoft, honestly, pretty much every company on the planet is managing its databases using some kind of SQL-based system. To access and filter data quickly at any of these companies, you'll need to be able to write SQL queries. Second, SQL is in demand. We analyzed 25,000 data job postings on job site Indeed and found that SQL was more in demand than any other data science skill. More than Python, more than R, more than machine learning, employers want to see SQL. That effect is even more pronounced if you look only at entry-level data analyst roles. If you're looking for your first job in data, SQL is the #1 most important skill you can have on your resume, and it's not even close. Third, SQL isn't going anywhere. Year after year, Stack Overflow's developer surveys show that data professionals report using SQL more than Python or R. Now, to be clear, if you want to work in data, learning at least one of Python or R is important too. SQL is a query language used to get and filter data from a database. But to perform more advanced types of analyses, you'll need to be able to work with that data in a programming language like Python or R. Still, it's clear that SQL is a critical skill for jobs in data science. And that raises a question. How can you learn SQL? Well, there are lots of SQL courses online, but most of them don't teach you to write SQL the way it's written in the real world. For example, here are some SQL queries from the ends of 3 popular online SQL courses. Compare that to this image of a real-world SQL query. That's the problem with a lot of online SQL courses. They cover the basics and you feel like you've learned, but then on the job, or worse in the job interview, you're faced with writing queries that are way more complex. At Dataquest, we teach SQL online, interactively, by challenging you to write real queries to solve real business problems. That complicated query you just saw, that's from a real project you'll complete about halfway through our SQL course sequence. You can start learning SQL or Python or R on Dataquest with no prior coding experience. You can create a Dataquest account for free and start learning SQL right now. In less than 5 minutes, you'll have written your first SQL query, and you'll be well on your way to mastering one of the most important skills in data science. Our interactive courses have helped thousands of learners achieve their goals. Click the link in the video description to get started.